military show at the 20th May Boulevard to mark Cameroon's Golden Jubilee this Friday. Before the watchful eyes of the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, Paul Biya, the green, red, and yellow colors of the nation flying high in the sky like on the ground. This comes after the review of the troop in the company of the commander. Special guest for this 50th National Day is a detachment of the Armed Forces of Congo. The Presidential Guard Foot Troop then takes the relay, followed by the Combined Services Military Academy, EMIA, the National Gendarmerie Detachment for the Security of People and Property, the Army and its squads, Detachment of Special Forces, Headquarters Brigade, around faith and commitment, the Rapid Intervention Brigade, Rapid Intervention Battalion. The Air Force, Navy, National Firefighter Brigade also filed through in different uniforms. The National Security and its squad, Detachment of National Police for the consolidation of our achievements, the Penitentiary Administration, Squad, Standard and Detachment follows. Then the Custom Department crowned this section. Time for the mounted parade, the Presidential Guard Escort, Cavalry Squadrons, the horses, motorcycle escorts of the Presidential Guard, Gendarmerie and Police. The attraction of the day is also the different vehicles from the different corps, the Presidential Guard, Gendarmerie, the Special Forces of Warfare, the Rapid Intervention Brigade, Cameroon's Navy, Firefighter Corps, and the National Security. Far off, the population also came out to watch their military worth. And in 45 minutes, the head of state and his guests were able to get a glimpse of Cameroon's military potential.
The four corners of the 20th May Boulevard, this day in national colors. She, from head to toe, dressed in patriotic outfits, and on his part, adding to the green, red, yellow colors, are a bunch of peace plants, an attraction for many who rushed to have a touch of it. Preachers taking the advantage to evangelize Cameroonians while praying for peace in the country.
You cannot save God by your power. You need to become a born again for the power of God to give you His Spirit. You can't do it by your power. Who are you?
Extremely tired and helpless, after for a couple of hours, some even fell asleep on the tower, and others kept awake by comic entertainers.
Chers téléspectateurs, restez connectés dans la fréquence pour le show qui se passe ici au boulevard DIVERTISSEMENT avec le chef des armées, son excellence, M. Paul Biya.
Cultural and traditional groups also showcasing their know-how. The population here at the Yaoundé Central Town dispersed by heavy rain, but pupils, students, and political parties defied the downpour to press on with the march past exercise.
A thrilling parade at the Beseke Ceremonial Ground in Douala to mark this 50th edition of Cameroon's National Day. The military parade, led by the National Gendarmerie, followed by the Land Force, the Navy, the Police, Customs, Fire Brigades, Penitentiary Administration, and Forest Guards, each of the corps demonstrating their determination and prowess to defend the national territory, ensure peace, security, and law and order. All these to the rhythm of the military band, which drew applause from the population that was present to witness the event. Then came the civilian march past by pupils, students from primary, secondary, and higher institutions of learning from 5 subdivisions of the Vuri. Littoral's governor, Samuel Dieudonné Ivahadiboa, chaired the ceremony.
See people that are belonging to French version and even English version. So they are showing that it is difficult to divide Cameroonians.
Present at the colorful ceremony were some members of the diplomatic corps.
This, you see the military parade, the school children, the medals that we are giving, prominent indigents of the Republic of Cameroon are here, and you can equally see the diplomatic corps being represented. Indeed, it's a colorful outing. We congratulate the Republic of Cameroon. Nigeria and Cameroon, they are brothers. We've come a long way. We have a lot of bilateral trade agreements.
See, and in particularly the enthusiasm from the children and from the youth. And I think that's what a lot of this is about, is their hopes for the future, their hope for unity and peace. And I think that really comes through in today's event.
This 50th edition of Cameroon's National Day on the theme Defense and Security Forces at the service of the people and preserving social peace and national cohesion, guarantee for an emerging Cameroon, comes after 2 blank editions in 2020 and 2021 as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The wave 350 in number from all walks of life who received medals on the occasion of Cameroon's independence on May 20, 2022. The ceremony at the Beseke Ceremonial Ground in Douala is presided over by the governor of the Littoral Region, Samuel Dieudonné Ivaha Dibois. Prominent among the recipients was the Senior Divisional Officer for Wuri, Benjamin Butu. Other recipients included administrators, police officials, military men, business persons, to name but these few. They were congratulated for their selfless services to nation building. Attributes which some of them told me only encourages them to work harder. I am very happy for this distinction. I was awarded Grand Officer of the National Order of Valor. This only encourages me to work harder, and I dedicate this to my wife. I'm proud of being a Cameroonian and being awarded a medal on an important day like National Day. Grand Officer of National Order of Valor, awarded to me by the head of state. This only encourages me to work harder, promotes living together. I'm just so proud of being a Cameroonian. I'm proud of the institutions and my country. This recognition only shows how much I've been working hard for the past 27 years to ameliorate living conditions of Cameroonians and help for the development of the nation. I am proud of everything and what I am today. The distinctions have been saluted by all. Recipients have promised to work harder and serve as role models to others wherever they find themselves. The appearance at the Beseke Ceremonial Ground put to rest the debate whether or not the SDF Littoral would take part in the march past to celebrate 50 years of unification of Cameroon. Honorable Jean-Michel Nietzsche, the Littoral chair of the SDF, had earlier called on his militants to boycott the march past, citing the non-resolution of the Anglophone crisis, a call that was clearly snubbed as the militants, even though inferior in their number, took part in the march past, saying they take instructions from the overall boss.
When our father, the chairman, our national chairman, says we should, he is the only one. You had people who wanted to show that they are more powerful, they are more, they are more popular. We sat down, we're waiting, but one person said that we must take part. You have to take part. We decided to come, and that's why you are seeing us today.
Militants of the CPDM party also came out in their number to march, noting despite problems inherent in the country, there is need to move forward.
Today, we know we have a lot of matters in our country, but we know also that we have done a lot. 50 years of being together, it's a must, it's a pleasure.
Cameroon Party for National Reconciliation, the PCRN of Cabral Libi, also took turns to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Cameroon's Unity Day. They have advocated for speedy solution to resolve multiple crises across Cameroon. Also present was a National Alliance for Democracy and Progress, the Cameroon Democratic Union, the Movement for Democracy and Progress, and the UPC Party.
It has been amidst heavy security, even on rooftops, that the 50th anniversary of Cameroon's unitary state has been celebrated in Bamenda this Friday, May 20th, in both military and civilian march pasts. After a couple of years absence for health reasons, drum beats and patriotic songs reverberated downtown Commercial Avenue from the national anthem through vocal choruses to fierce-looking body languages of armed to tight soldiers of the rank and file from the rough battlefields of the Northwest region. While separatist fighters had locked the inhabitants of Bamenda at home for the past 5 days, there have been reasons why some should partake in the Golden Jubilee feast of the two Cameroons.
Even if you are angry to march, if you want to change something, you cannot change it by killing people or by force. If you send your message through, it will be heard.
My shop was burned down to ashes and I killed the shop. So I wish for peace to come back. And if the government has to think of people, to think of people.
Several persons have also received medals of honors, among them many uniformed officers like the Northwest Region Commander of Gendarmerie.
Really great, let me say it like that. All of those who have worked a lot for me to achieve this.
To the governor who presided over the ceremony, all should join hands to accelerate the already returning peace.
The relationship between the population, the armed forces, the relationship between the population and the administration, the state has improved a lot since insecurity has been reduced to the bare minimal in many corners in this region.
Curious onlookers were marveled by the various brands and designs of the military weaponry, especially the dreaded armored cars, as they filed past dexterously. The civilian components saw only about 3 secondary schools, a host of higher and professional training institutions, and barely the CPDM party.
The 50th anniversary of Cameroon's unitary state has been commemorated in Buea, headquarters of the Southwest region, under tight security as separatist fighters imposed a lockdown in the region. But the lockdown did not impact activities to mark this year's 20th May in Buea, holding after a 2 years break due to the COVID-19. At the ceremonial ground, a mammoth crowd turned out to witness this year's march past. Southwest Governor Bena Okaliabilai presided over the ceremony, which kickstarted it with the award of medals to deserving Cameroonians.
In the name of the people of the Republic, by virtue of the powers conferred on us, we now make you Knight of the Order of Valor.
The military march past was marked by motorized and pedestrian parade, the various components of defense and security forces marching past the grandstand expressed their determination to fulfill their mission, that of preserving the integrity of the Southwest region at all times.
Happy that the population of this region, and particularly in this city of Buea, understand that when the nation is concerned, they must wake up and join the rest of the nation. But we must always remain vigilant, because we have some misguided compatriots who still moving around. We should sensitize them, talk to them, and tell them that we have only one nation and we must protect our nation.
The civilian march past was an occasion for schoolgoers, pupils, students, youth members of association, and political party representatives to condemn acts of violence through messages carried out on placards. They expressed their hope for the return of peace and tranquility in the crisis-hit Southwest region. A major innovation in the march past this year in Buea is the participation of ex-separatist fighters who lay down weapons and integrate the society.
Mayego, Mbolo, Sele, Okambeo, Nyuku.
In addition to the mother tongue, Many Cameroonians can speak other languages fluently.
J'ai au moins 4 dialectes que je cause. Le Bassa, le Boulou, le Wondo, le Douala.
Sign of national integration and unity.
Yidi Majur, je t'aime beaucoup. Min kam hande, minanata sam, toi yidi, awaran, ayetiam.
Ça me permet de me familiariser et de vivre ensemble.
To this Yaoundé city dweller, it was an obligation to speak other indigenous languages due to his geographical background. Though origin from the West region, Bamileke tribe, precisely from Bangangte, he was born and raised among the Ewondos here in the Central region.
Dedans le Kepfe Lionel, mais le Mongapi, mais Mana Oba, dans le quoi il tourne, le carré ou boriton. Je suis né au Bala et que j'ai grandi au Bala, je parle aussi très bien Etoun et je comprends les Wondo. Mais je m'essaye parfois de parler un peu en Wondo. Mais la langue que je parle couramment bien, c'est l'Etoun.
For some Cameroonians, speaking several mother tongues opens up great opportunities for them in fields of business and many.
Ouais, parfois quand quelqu'un vient, je regarde, et sens que ça c'est un musulman. Je lance un mot, je capture le client. Ça me donne beaucoup d'avantages.
The current use of these native languages by Cameroonians promotes national unity, integration, social cohesion and peace.